Hey, fourth grade, let's talk animals of the Lewis and Clark expedition. Part of, as we've talked about already, part of President Jefferson's charge to Meriwether Lewis and then William Clark by extension was that they were supposed to keep track of plant species and animal species that they came across on the trail. And a grand total of 9 people were taking journals during the expedition. A couple reasons for that. I think we've talked about this before. One, that it would be that different perspectives, and that's important. Second is if something got lost, if it got lost on a river, whatever the reason, what had happened on the trail. Your assignment today and then tomorrow as well is that you're going to go to this website that you can hopefully see on the screen. Or actually, let me back up. You're going to go to Science of Google Classroom first, and you're going to go to Animals of the Trail Day 1 or Day 2. And there is a paper that is linked for you there. Once you open that assignment, it'll take you to a URL. That URL will take you to this website, which is from the National Park Service. And you can see it says Lewis and Clark National, that has 83 different animals that they found on the trail listed. None of the plants, but that's okay. There are over 120 that were found over the course of the trail, but we're going to just focus on the ones that this website gives us. You're going to do one animal today, and you'll do one animal tomorrow. So let's take a look at what you do. When you go to the site, you're going to need to zoom in a bit. They're also on the bottom, I should mention. But if you're like me and you want to specify where you're looking, then you can also manipulate it that way. And I'm going to choose one that's kind of in our neck of the woods. Yeah, keep going. The furthest south in Idaho, what's currently Idaho, that they got was down here near Teton. So I'll click on that. The mountain goat. That might end once you click on it. There we go. There's some information about the mountain goat that you're going to need to fill out and put on your paper. One for today, one for tomorrow. It might seem to you like these animals are really obvious. Like, of course we know what a mountain goat is, but you got to remember at the time they didn't. And this was the first time they were seeing this particular species. Are there mountain goats in the eastern United States? Yes, but not necessarily this particular species. Many of them are named after members of the expedition, as you'll find out. But it was as much of a legacy of the expedition as where they went is finding the animals that they did, because part of the hypothesis before they went was that there would be possibly woolly mammoths still alive and still looking at and still living in the area that they were going. So that there were not, but the animals that they did find was a huge legacy of the trip. So take a look and see what you. Let me stop presenting here for a second. Take a look, see what you think is interesting. Again, remember you're doing one animal today, one animal tomorrow for a grand total of 2. When it asks you to put it in a picture, you're going to copy and paste. The website should let you do that. But I'm looking forward to seeing what you think is interesting and the animals that you highlight. If you have questions, let me know, either in morning meet or Q&A time. Can't wait to see what you guys come up with.